Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James R. Zingelman.
Clap, you lazy bastard. You guys are cheering me up now. I had a rotten day. I was teasing my cat with a laser. You ever do that? Tease your cat with a laser? Who does that? You do it? So you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I was teasing my cat with a laser and I accidentally, pulled the trigger. It's a joke, cat lady. I don't have a cat anymore. That was a weird day. I mixed up my Viagra with my LSD. Whew. Spent the day tripping on my dick. So, thank you for laughing. Thank you for looking, ma'am. That was very nice. Checking out my wiener. That was very nice of you to do that, ma'am. Seriously. You can stop squinting now. Actually, I'm bummed because my origami club folded, but nobody wanted to do the paperwork. But where were we? Hi, welcome back. I was missing you. You haven't missed a whole lot. The lady behind you, though, she likes my wiener. That's all we're going to talk about, okay? Okay, good. We're good. We're good now. Okay, where were we? Oh, yeah, we're talking about stuff that happened to me. Actually, I spent some time up today at the scoliosis clinic because, I like curvy women. And, oh, come on. I was pretty much the only straight guy there. I don't know what you're doing if you're laughing through your nose. I love that. Whew. Okay, we're pretty much done now. Almost didn't make it here tonight. I locked my keys out of the car, and like you've never been that stoned. Come on. Oh, shit. Hope I have a coat hanger in here. So I made it. Anybody having a birthday tonight? Because this would be fun. Okay, great. No birthdays. That's good. Having a birthday? Whose birthday is it back there? Hi, happy birthday. You look very young, Maggie. Is it Maggie? Hi, Maggie. Happy birthday. You look like I could be your father, Maggie, for $50. I'm pretty disgusting. Maggie, happy birthday. How old are you, Maggie? Really, seriously? Good. 30? Okay, yeah, you could be my granddaughter pretty much for $40. Let's see, where were we? Birthdays are great. I'm going to have one sometime soon, I hope. But my 21st birthday was my best birthday ever. I just can't. You remember your 21st? You look like you were at my birthday. You had 21st, yeah. 21st birthday 1,000 years ago, but it was great. All my friends chipped in and got me a sweater. I would have preferred a screamer or a moaner. Hooker's a hooker. At least it wasn't a windbreaker. Anyway, it's nice to be here tonight with all of you people. My New Year's resolution was to start eating more sensibly, and I've stopped eating soup with my fingers. So, having a good time now. So it is nice to be here tonight. I didn't even know I'd be here. I live in Denver, came down here. So where were we? I'm not gonna. We could go in a million directions, but let's just go in one, okay? One direction. We'll talk about my dad. He's 91 years old. We'll talk about my mother later. I got my sense of humor from my dad. He's a practical joker. Last time all the family and friends got together, my dad brought one of those little squirt flowers. You kind of squeeze the rubber bulb on the end and water squirts out. And he didn't wear it himself. He thought my uncle should wear it, so he pinned it on my uncle's lapel, and people would walk up to my uncle and get squirted in the face. It was hilarious. My uncle wasn't squeezing the bulb. My dad was doing that. He was hiding behind the casket. Some of these we'll just let go around the room, too, because my dad, I could never learn anything the easy way. One learned to swim, no swimming lessons. Dad just took me out of the lake, threw me over the side of the boat. That was my dad. Learned how to ride a bicycle, same thing. No training wheels for me. Dad just put me on a bicycle, threw me over the side of the boat. Just one of those weird guys. I was a terrible student. Who are my terrible students here? Wow, a whole table of them right there. Nice to see you. Terrible student. I took shop class. I don't even think they have shop class anymore, do they? Do they? Oh, good, because I took shop. That's how you know you're a terrible student if you're a guy, because, right, you look like you're yeah, okay. So shop class, all my friends said, if you're flunking everything, just take shop class. So I took shop class. I thought I could buy stuff for an hour. That's easy. But wasn't that kind of shop. It turned out to be wood shop. I took it with my friend Rick, who's a little dumber than me, because that's what guys do. You ladies don't know this, but these two guys know. They know that these two guys hang out together because one of them is smarter than the other one, and he might not be very smart, but he's smarter than the other guy, so he looks smarter comparatively. So, I have no clue. But anyway, so I'll have to talk to you later. But Rick, I took a shop with my friend Rick, shop class. First day of class, Rick sawed off 2 of his fingers. I know. Scared the shit out of me. Because next day we're going to learn how to use power tools. And but I saved the fingers. I wrapped them in ice and stuff and saved Rick's fingers. I forgot about Rick. He bled to death. But I saved the fingers, and I got my first A ever in shop class. I made a coat rack. I don't know what's going on at that table there. See, everything's wrong with that lady. Okay. My ex-wife shows up everywhere. We'll talk about that stuff later on. Ex-wife stuff, wife stuff. I'm still talking about dad stuff, right? I got ADD. I got a little ADD stuff, so that's going on. So if I get everywhere, my dad. We'll talk about my dad for a while. He's still alive. He used to say dad stuff to me. Now he just says, well, in school, this is true. In school, I changed my report card. Did you ever do that? Yes, you did. I changed my report card because they were all handwritten, and I changed all the D's to B's. And my dad knew right away. He looks at my report card, looks at me and says, what's this? Report carb. He said, don't lie to me. I said, sorry, Bab. And he punished me the way dads always punished kids back then. He got out the belt sander. And that chapped my ass. Anyway, my dad, I don't know. He's old. He's 91 years old. Now he just says goofy things. Like he used to say things to me like, not that. That's what he says now. This is what he used to say. He used to say to me, you'd forget your head if it wasn't up your ass. Okay, here you go. Okay. Now he just sits on his porch in Monument and he goes, shit or get off my lawn. I know, it's just goofy stuff. I like her, so I'm taking her around with me. She's all right. So that's all pretty much all the dad stuff, but we're going to talk about marriage and stuff like that too. I just got back from California. I visited the Napa Valley, which is of course famous for its auto parts, and then oh boy. And I bought a hide-a-bed the other day. I came home at night and I couldn't find it, so ended up sleeping on the couch. No, actually Actually, I went to the fancy mattress store. I found out my sleep number was 24/7. I don't even know why I'm here right now, but I bought a twin bed. Is that creepy or what? I bought a twin. Yes, she said it's creepy. Yes, it's creepy. It's creepy because it looks just like me. And nobody wants to crawl in with that thing. And yeah, I'm sleeping with myself again. That's always good. Yeah, you just got the joke. Good. Wait till you get the sweater joke. That one's going to kill you. Let's see. So married. Who are my married people here? Married people here. Okay, couple. Okay. Now you're clapping. Who are you married to? The guy who didn't clap. Okay. Now that I see you a little closer, I can tell you two are married because you look bored and pissed off. Now, I was married for 9 years, which is 12 years with the wind chill factor, and some people are relating to what I said just now. And then we kind of grew apart. I'm a little bit country, she's a little bit heartless bitch, and well, we'll talk about her later on. Now, what I wanted to do, since we had conversations in the green room, that I want to tell a few. Mostly I've been telling fiction so far, but I have a few well, here's one of them, real things that really did happen. This is what happened to do with my ex-wife that just reminded me of that. So we'll pretend she's here, but I don't want her here. But if she was here, she'd be right there. Okay. Can we edit this out? I just cut my arm off and let it do. Okay. So I was married, and this is why I got divorced. So if you're married, don't do this, okay, sir? You can not clap and be happy, but don't ever do this, okay? This is what I did. My wife and I went out shopping for her for new pair of jeans, and as we've gotten older, we put on some weight. It happens to a lot of people, not everybody, but we put on. Now I've lost some weight. I feel good about that. Last year I weighed about over 200 pounds butt naked. Now I'm like 185 fully clothed, and it's no big deal. But my friends have noticed. They say you look so much better now that you're wearing clothes. But just imagine that, wiener lady. Okay. So we were shopping for jeans for her, and she held up a pair of skinny chick jeans, and she said, "Do you think these will need shortening?" And I said, "I don't think shortening is going to be slippery enough." I think you're going to need axle grease and a crowbar. So. Don't do this, man. Don't do that. Don't do it. So that's one of my true stories. Here's another true story. I promised the guys back earlier, some guys here that are here, comedians. Here's my second story. This is a true story about a prostate exam. No, we're going to hear more prostate exam stuff later, I think. Right now, oh, don't worry about it, sir. It's not going to happen tonight. What happened? I think I just turned myself off, but that's okay. Now, okay, we know who the dumb guy is because he thought he was going to get a prostate exam tonight, so we're good. Okay, so I go in and I moved back here. I lived in Denver. I moved away. I came back, and then I went to the new doctor, and she was hot. She was a hot doctor. She was a hot. So I'm kind of bending over the table like we do with prostate exams when we're guys. I guess there are probably other ways to do it, but that's what she said. She said, bend over the table, and so I did, and then she was doing her prostate thing, and she gave me good news. She said, your prostate is not enlarged, but it does have ridges. And I said, for your pleasure. So a friend of mine got me a vegetarian cookbook, and you get a cookbook, and you don't read it from the beginning, right? You look at a recipe. I open this vegetarian cookbook up, and I look at the first recipe there, and it says ingredients, like they do in cookbooks, and the first ingredient was 8 ounces of tofu cubed. I know, I'm no math whiz, but I got out my calculator. That's 32 pounds of tofu. Serves to my ass. Well, that's another true thing. This is the last true thing, and I know that Maggie, I know you're kind of young. I know a lot of people, you look like you took a wrong turn at Chuck E. Cheese. And, but we're here, and you're young, and you have to learn this, okay? How old are you, sir? Okay, your brain just started working. Good. Well, like 1 year ago. That's pretty cool. Do you read your toothpaste tube? No, of course not. You're not a weirdo, right? So I'm reading my toothpaste tube because somebody has to do it. And I'm reading my toothpaste tube, and it says on my toothpaste tube, it says, do you read your toothpaste tube? Do you? Okay, so I'm reading my toothpaste tube, and it says, squeeze from bottom. Like, I'm 70 years old. I've been doing it wrong my entire life, you know. I've been using my hand, and aiming could be kind of a bitch, you know, but and don't say you can't do it because your glutes are too weak, because that is a lame-ass excuse. So that's pretty much all the true stuff. Now we'll go talk about my ex-wife a little more, because we talk about my mom. My mother died a couple years ago. Don't go, it's okay. She was old. She had Lewy body dementia, which I'll tell you about if you want to know about it. But she had Lewy body. I was her caregiver for about 4 years, and then I just couldn't do it anymore. It was too much for me, so I put her in a home, and I still feel guilty about that, because I have no clue whose home it was. But the door was unlocked, so what the hell? Lock your doors, kids. I miss my mother. For like her birthday before she died, I got her I didn't know, what do you get her? I mean, so I named a star after her. I know that's kind of scammy, but I did name a star after her, so I thought that was nice. From then on, Vin Diesel has been known as Joan Zingelman, and he's pissed off about it, but that's okay. Mom used to say mom stuff like, eat your supper, I've been sweating over it all day. That's a secret sauce, Ma. I come from a small family since we had an accident with the trash compactor. Me and 3 sisters. My mother made my sisters and I share the bath water. Like, ick. You know, all the other kids got Kool-Aid, but Mom used to say mom stuff like she used to say, don't play with yourself or you'll go blind. I thought, great, there's a chance to get that dog I've been wanting. So, got my dog, a little one, a wiener dog. He had insomnia, so we had to have him put to sleep. Hi, sir, with the muscles. You working out? Of course you are. He's at the gym going, how can I make my pecker look even smaller? That's good. Nice to have you here, sir. And then you shave down there to make everything look bigger again, right? So, and that doesn't even work. That's like mowing your lawn to add square footage to your house. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna make my house look bigger. So anyway, I'm gonna get beat up after the show, so that's okay. My mom, I learned how to meet women from my mom, which is the stupidest thing that's ever happened to me. In junior high school, which is now called middle school, I said, Mom, how can I get girls to notice me? My mother said you have to flatter them. I'm like 13, 14, I don't even know what the word means. And I said, what does flatter mean? She said, make her feel different than the other girls at school. And so the next day I went to school, I said, you're flatter than she is. That didn't work out. So I met my ex-wife in the park. I was walking my dog. I still have dog. I've always had dog. Walking my dog in the park. Every time I walk my dogs, it's like the same thing. Peeing every 3 feet, licking kids' faces, and sniffing people's crotches. And I get annoyed when my dog does that, but I like it. And I met her in the park. She's very pretty. She's what we call a dishwater blonde, I think. She's blonde. She has a plate in her head. And she has a body like Venus, you know. Body like Venus. Huge orb, surrounded by noxious gases. And now I think what they call, I don't know, women describe themselves differently. I think said she was long-waisted. Is that a word? Can you tell me, is that a word that women use? She said, yeah, okay, who said yes? That was good. Okay, but that long-waisted, she was wasted since 1969. And, but I wanted to say something to her, poetic, romantic, like words to a song, and at first I couldn't think of anything. Then I thought of a Led Zeppelin song, and I walked up to her and I said, shake for me, girl. I want to be your backdoor man. Hey-oh, hey-oh, hey-oh. She looked at me and batted her eyes, and I took the bat away from her. We spent the day in the park feeding the pigeons to my cat, and after that, I invited her over for dinner because I like to cook, and during dinner, I couldn't help but notice the way the light hit her face. I thought I had to screw to the ceiling much better than that, but then after dinner, I suggested a movie, and at first she said, okay, and then she got all nervous when the guys started setting the cameras up around the bed. Part of the issue was we'll stop with that in a minute. But we were, like I said, we were married for a while, and then that's pretty much all I have to talk about for a moment. There's something you can do for fun. This is what I did the other day. I got bored, so I called 100 different Domino's pizza places, and I ordered 100 pizzas. And about a half hour later, all these Domino's guys come to my house, and they were on the porch and down the sidewalk and around the corner. And so I opened my front door and I pushed the first guy. That was fun. That was very. And I got bored the other day. I get bored a lot. I got bored the other day, so I started pulling. I got bored the other day, so I started pulling my car out of the driveway, and I thought, what the hell? Might as well get in and drive it. So I'm driving around when something popped into my head. I got to get a windshield, but I was driving around, and I saw some guys working on this. Well, one guy's working, 7 are like leaning on shovels. So I started to tease him. You ever do that? I ran into those orange things. You ever do that? You don't do it? You should do it. I was running into those orange things. What do they call those things? Not cones. Not pilot. No, vests. And I'd never had sex education in school. Dad just put me on a girl. Threw me beside the boat. No, I had 1 hour, true story. I had 1 hour of sex education, Friday afternoon, springtime, 5th grade, 1 hour. Girls had 2 hours. They saw a movie, but I had 1 hour of sex you know what I'm talking about, sex education, Friday afternoon, 5th grade, 1 hour. Now, girls saw the movie. I think the movie was called Never Let One of Those Things Touch You, but I had 1 hour of sex education, Friday afternoon, springtime, 5th grade. I went home. I was so confused. Next day, Dad asked me to fertilize the lawn. Took me a month. That's an ugly picture, isn't it? All the neighbors out there going, what the hell? Zingelman's got a weed whacker? Okay, so, yeah. They're doing the math over there. Weed whacker, I get it. I think I gotta walk home to Denver. I drove my Tesla through a puddle, and now it's soaking in a 6-ton bag of rice. Now I'm going to leave you with one thing. This is my. I do have merchandise because this is what my dad says now. He says, "Here you go, shit or get off my lawn." I'll be selling those stickers afterwards. I have a bunch of them. You can come look at them and say these are stupid, but I'll buy one anyway. Cut that part out. Okay, who has kids again? Who has kids here? By applause, be proud. Okay. A lot of people with kids. I don't have any kids. I'm not going to trade 20 seconds of tingling for somebody mooching off me for 18 years. But but if you have a kid and you have little kids, who has little kids like under 7? Okay, or 8, under 8. Good. This is perfect. You can go home and tell your little kids this joke. This is a knock-knock joke. I made it up myself. You can tell your kids, okay? And I'm the knock-knock guy. You're the who there audience, okay? Okay, so here we go. Knock-knock. Who's there? Cliffhanger. Good night.